Namaskar friends, this is NJ, your host on this channel. In this video, we will have our discussion on the weekly transit results starting from January 16th till January 22nd. So guys, as you know that whenever we talk about the weekly transit results, we try to follow the journey of Moon in the Zodiac belt. So during this week, Moon will start its journey from the Libra sign, where it is going to be conjunct with Ketu, and it is going to be ending the week in the Capricorn sign, where it is going to be forming the new moon yoga as well. And guys, just because during this time the new moon is falling on a Saturday, so which is also celebrated as the Shani Amavasya as well. So if you have any of the affliction caused by Saturn in your natal chart, this could be that you are facing the delays because of the Sadesati, because of the Saturn Dasha currently operational in your life. So any of the voluntary work, charities, donation, any of the ritual, like even if you want to get a puja done, puja organized, so considering or prioritizing Saturday or the new moon can be considered, because any of the Amavasya or new moon is generally considered as very good for doing the remedies for the planet Saturn and Rahu, and nothing could be better than that if new moon is also taking place, that too on a Saturday. And just because guys, the other important highlights of this week is that, so by the time I will upload this video, Sun would have already transited to the Capricorn sign. Mercury is going to be coming out of its retrograde motion during this week, and Saturn would have transited to the Aquarius sign. So okay guys, now we will start our discussion, and I will be giving the results basis your ascendant, and before coming to any conclusion, you have to take into consideration the kind of yogas you have in your chart and what kind of dashas are currently operational in your life. So guys, starting first with the Aries Lagna natives. So guys, in your case, definitely pertaining to the matters of the health, you have to remain little bit cautious during this week, specifically if any of the concerns of rash driving or careless driving, or if you come very strongly in contact with the electronic equipments, you work in a factory, you work in all those machinery and equipments based setup or organization. So over there you have to remain very cautious, very careful. So pertaining to the matters of the health, your well-being, over there you have to remain careful. Also guys, in the matters of the finance as well, so a week is not creating a very positive energy to venture out into some new deals. Like if you are already in a consistent flow of nature of work, then you are not going to be in a vulnerable zone. But for initiating something new where there is a lot of the credibility related issues are involved, so I would warn against that. Now guys, when we talk about pertaining to your domestic life, family life, so I would say that by the middle of the week you might also receive some very good news from your family front. There could be some important work related travel as well. And just because guys, Saturn would have already transited to your 11th house, in your case it has got the rulership of your 10th house as well. So I would say that in the matters of your profession, enhancement of the reputation, your 5th house lord is also transiting in your 10th house. So pertaining to the matters of the enhancement of reputation, coming in contact with important people, regarding all that front, week is creating a very positive energy. Only in the matters of your risky financial dealing and the concerns of your well-being, your health while driving, so in all these areas you have to remain cautious and careful during this week. Now guys, for all the Taurus Lagna people, so guys, one thing is for sure that this week can suddenly give you some big opportunity, or there could be some very concrete big development can take place. Now definitely guys, these all things get more applicable in the cases of people who are freelance, self-employed, and you are already working in that line of work. Then I would say that this week for the freelance and business connected people, so these people might remain lucky in landing at some very big lucrative deal as well. Now guys, in the matters of your health, you have to remain cautious, careful. A lot many Taurus Lagna people suddenly might find it difficult to have a proper sleep, or some sort of phobias, kind of bothering you, unknown fears and concerns of anger could be a matter of concern for lot many Taurus Lagna people during this week as well. Travels will prove to be very fortune awakening, I would say. And another aspect is that, guys, during this week, like from the students perspective as well, I'm not seeing you guys vulnerable. Week is creating a very positive energy, and for all those people who are on a lookout for a marriage or prospective partner, even in that front as well, some sudden news can be anticipated. Suddenly some very good proposal might come to you where things will get materialized, get finalized. So this is the kind of yoga which is getting formed during this week. And also, guys, I would say that friends will prove to be a source of strength, source of support, and some good sort of camaraderie and good time spent with your loved ones is also on the cards during this week for all the Taurus Lagna natives. Now, guys, for all the Gemini Lagna natives, so guys, in your case, as you can see that Moon is going to be starting the week from your 5th house being conjunct with Ketu over there, and immediate after that it will get to the 6th house where it will get the aspect of the planet Mars. So guys, for the Gemini Lagna natives, week might start on a stressful note. So unless and until too much of the running around and getting entangled and pondering over the past mistakes and troubling you with that, so that sort of approach and attitude needs to be avoided. So negative thinking at the first half of the week needs to be avoided. Second thing is that, guys, I would also say the similar thing that any of the important dealing of credit, of loan, of borrowing of the money and unnecessary travels need to be avoided in the first half of the week. But after that, guys, I would say that see, the thing is, the way the whole yoga is getting formed in your chart, so whatsoever hard work you are doing, just try to remain patient in that. Like, the result of that is not that very far. It's just like that if you will get impatient, then it might bother you more. It might kind of make you more stressed. Second thing is that, guys, by the end of the week, there could be some sudden speculative financial gain as well for the Gemini Lagna natives as well. And when we talk about in the matters of love, romance, so specifically all those people who are in any sort of romantic relationship, so good time period is on the cards for all those couples. And if you even want to take your relationship to the next level, so this week is creating a very positive energy regarding that front as well. From the students perspective as well, I'm not seeing you guys vulnerable. And lastly, guys, because as you can see that Saturn, which is a very auspicious planet for you, Saturn would have transited to the 9th house. So all those people who are going through any of the paternal property related dispute and all of that, so a relief or good news in that front is also getting indicated during this week. So this is how the week is going to be turning out for all the Gemini Lagna natives. Now, guys, for all the Cancer Lagna natives, so guys, in your case, week will definitely start on a very perfectionist, meditative, contemplative mode for a lot many Cancer Lagna natives. Also, travels will prove to be very fruitful beyond doubt. And like the way, as you can see, guys, in your case, now Saturn would have transited to your 8th house. So this could be seen as a very good time for investing or any of the dealings of property, real estate, or assets and all of that, because Saturn in the 8th house and your Yokarka planet Mars is also right now transiting in your 11th house. So regarding that front as well, this week is not making you vulnerable. The only thing is that, guys, now Saturn has transited to your 8th house. So health is one thing. Stress and not getting very whimsical, moody, or if in any case like Saturn is active in your dasha as well, in Mahadasha, in Antardasha, or within Saturn you are also going through some trouble time like Saturn or Moon, Saturn on Rahu, then in those kind of cases you have to guard your thought process, your mental energies, your emotional vulnerability. So all these things will become very important for you henceforth after this week, because now Saturn is going to be spending next 2.5 years in your 8th house. Now, guys, pertaining to the matters of the business, I would say that for all the people connected with business, some new opportunity can come to you, or some new business idea, or working on some new plan can be foreseen for this week, which is kind of seems to be very favorable for you. From the students perspective as well, week is kind of creating a very positive energy for you. It's just like that, guys. Like so far I've been saying this thing repeatedly because Jupiter is in a strengthened state in your 9th house. So I was saying this thing repeatedly that luck is supporting you in whichever situation you are. Trust me, divine is protecting you. But now the way planetary alignment has taken place now, so I would say that unless and until something is not very safe and secured, so do not venture out into something where there is a lot of the risk and credibility issues are involved. So if you are in that situation, it will be much better to take a step back, contemplate on that, seek out some expert advice, then only take some step or decision in all those kind of situation. So this is how, guys, week is going to be turning out. A very good week for any of the spiritual practices. Travels will definitely prove to be favorable. A good week for the students as well. But when we talk about your emotional, mental health or overall health over there, the week could be a little bit sensitive for a lot many Cancer Lagna natives. Now, guys, for all the Leo Lagna natives, so guys, in your case, one thing which I want to say over here is that because your ascendant lord is transiting in the 6th house and moon is going to be ending the week creating a new moon yoga in your 6th house. So because of which, refrain from any of the dispute or conflict related situation. Now, guys, the only thing is that because Saturn is now in a strengthened state in your 7th house. So although this conjunction of your ascendant lord and Saturn is not going to take place in your 6th house, it will take place next month in your 7th house, but still vulnerability is there because Saturn is getting more power and your ascendant lord is kind of in a tumultuous state in the 6th house, and even when it will enter the 7th house, it will still be kind of in a weak zone because Sun in the original Kalpurush Kundli does not find itself at comfort whenever it is transiting in the 7th house. So because of which, guys, whatsoever connected with the 6th house is getting applicable in your case. Any of the concerns of health, if that arises during this week, take that seriously. If you are already going through any of the lawsuit related situation, so take all these areas very carefully. Any of the carelessness in these areas can actually land you in problem, in trouble. So that is the only reason I'm mentioning this thing, because guys, even the week will start in this note that moon is going to be conjunct with Ketu in your 3rd house. So this is a kind of a typical yoga where I see people, because Mars is in a strengthened state in your 10th house. I say this as headless chickens. So you are filled with energy, but your actions are very headless. So just do not act like that. I'm very much sure that, see, luck is supporting you. Your discriminatory intelligence is going to be at its peak, but still the way planets are forming this yoga, Saturn in your 7th house, your ascendant lord in the 6th house, moon starting the week being conjunct with Ketu in the 3rd house. So that is the only reason. Refrain from any impulsive, sudden sort of actions or decision making. Now, guys, because Saturn has now transited to your 7th house, so all those people who are like looking forward to getting married or any of the matrimonial alliances, I would say that now Saturn will initiate this yoga for you. So after such a long span of time, now Saturn is gaining strength in your 7th house. That in itself means that Saturn will bestow you something which will increase your responsibility. So if any of the concerns of getting married, starting some new business, any of the concerns of collaboration, partnership, so I would say if all of that is your central area of concern right now, so this week can initiate some positive news in that direction. And guys, apart from that, from the students perspective as well, week is creating a very positive energy. If you have to write any competitive exam, planets and the planetary vibration will definitely support you, favor you. Any of the travels, I would say that unless and until it is not that important or that much if it is required, so like it will be advisable to refrain from that. And internally, I would say that a lot many Leo Lagna people, if you are already going through some domestic life related problems or situations, then I would say that do not ponder over too much on the negative side of it, because it is only end up making you more stressed, because moon is going to be conjunct with Ketu, then it is going to get debilitated in your 4th house, and your ascendant lord is also transiting in the 6th house. So focusing too much on negativity or things which you lack in your life is only going to stress you more. So practicing gratitude, taking out time for doing yoga, meditation is highly recommended during this week for all the Leo Lagna natives. Now guys, for all the Virgo Lagna natives, so guys, in your case, week is creating a very positive energy in the matters of the family accountability, responsibilities, any of the concerns of buying a new vehicle, or any of the concerns of property related dealings. And if, like, let's say for example, if your ongoing dashas are also running favorable, so this week could also initiate a positive, healthy process of some lifetime event as well, like, you know, someone in your family getting married, or getting your visa, your immigration related things getting cleared in your favor. So those kind of, like, this is how the week is turning out for all the Virgo Lagna natives. Like, I would say that in certain cases, because of the like your responsibilities which you owe towards your family, some of the Virgo Lagna natives might be in dire need of money as well. But the good part over here is that, guys, this is a kind of a typical yoga where you will end up spending money, but it will only be spent on some good reasons, on some good areas of the life which will only add happiness in your family life. Apart from that, guys, in the matters of your relationship or your relationship with your partner, over there could be some misunderstanding, or that area of your life needs to be taken with utmost care. That is something which I want to say. Mercury's transition in the retrograde, and Saturn changing signs, so even this week is creating lot many turbulence as well. So because of which areas of your matrimonial life needs to be given utmost attention. For all those people who are students right now, you have to write any competitive exam, or any of your concerns, if they are hovering around the well-being or success, or any of the concerns around the progeny, around the children, so over there as well there will be some relief, some good news even on the front of your children as well. So yes guys, this is how week is turning out. So a very good week connected to your family related matters, a very good week for the students as well. It's just like that in your matrimonial life, you have to give heightened attention during this week. Now guys, for all the Libra Lagna natives, so definitely guys, week will start on a very good note when moon is going to be transiting in your first house. So a lot many Libra Lagna natives will be driven towards spirituality, doing meditation, going deep within. You might be valuing your your me time, that you want to spend time by yourself, ponder over the life related issues and matters. So this is how week will start for you. By the middle of the week there could be some important travels as well, middle of the week and by the end of the week, which will prove to be very fruitful, very favorable beyond doubt. And during this week guys, because of the support of this could be important people at your work front. Now this could be your bosses, or this could be because of the blessings of the elderly members of your family. There will be some important developments at your professional front as well. The only thing is that guys, see, week is good for any of the investments in the matters of the property, land, real estate, buying a new vehicle. Regarding all that front, week is creating a very positive energy. It's just like that because as you can see that Mars is still transiting in your 8th house. So do not initiate any of the, or kind of again raise your voice on any of the paternal property related dispute. So any of the areas of family dispute, any of the property related dispute, so refrain from initiating or investing or directing your energies in these areas, because it is only going to stress you out more. And apart from that guys, from the students perspective, I would say a week is creating a positive energy, and specifically pertaining to the matters of your profession, support from your bosses, important business dealings, work related travel. Regarding all that front, week is creating a very positive energy for all the Libra Lagna natives. Now guys, for all the Scorpio Lagna natives, so definitely guys, in your case, I would say refrain from taking any impulsive action, decision, or stressing yourself too much on the past mistakes. So this sort of attitude needs to be avoided, because not only moon is going to be transiting from your first house, but during this week the new moon is going to be taking place in your third house only. So whatsoever happened in the past, do not think too much over it. Second thing is that guys, for any of the concerns of important business related decision, for the students, people who are on a matrimonial alliances, positive week. Like I would also say that even travels will prove to be favorable. It's just like that guys, because moon is going to be starting the week from your 12th house first, being conjunct with Ketu over there. So a lot many Scorpio Lagna might start their week with some bad dream or sleepless night a night before, like just on Sunday night, not able to get proper sleep. Or I would say that because after that moon is going to be transiting in your first house, and it is going to be receiving straight aspect from the your ascendant lord from the 7th house. So because of which guys, I'm not seeing you or your health vulnerable. It's just like that there is a lot of vulnerability on the account of accidents or cuts and wounds, sharp edge tools, and specifically because you are a Scorpio Lagna person. So if in your line of work, in your life, you are in that situation or state where you have hidden enemies, or there's a lot of resentment, enmity, or any of the ongoing court cases, too much of the disputed situation, if all of that is getting qualified in your case, so you have to protect yourself, because the way week is turning out, and if you are in that line of work, then it can make you vulnerable. So health is fine, all of your decision making, everything is fine. It's just like that vulnerability is coming only on the account of hidden enemies, accidents, cuts and wounds. So regarding that front, it will be advisable to guard yourself, protect yourself, and refrain from any of the impulsive actions. That is all what I can say for your weekly forecast results. Now guys, for all the Sagittarius Lagna natives, so guys, for you, week is creating a positive energy where a lot many Sagittarius Lagna natives will be dedicated, driven towards their family. There could be some family gathering, or you will be able to fulfill your family duties and responsibilities very gracefully during this week. So guys, week is turning out in a way that there will be consistent flow of income, but you will keep on spending money as well. So a lot many Sagittarius Lagna natives might find it difficult to save money during this week. Second thing is that guys, but again guys, like the way I mentioned this thing, you will spend money, but the good part over here is that money will be spent only on the things which will bring happiness in the family life. Second thing is that guys, for the students, I would say that you have to work very hard. Like any of the casual approach towards academics might not go along very well during this week, which is getting more applicable if you have to write any competitive exam. And guys, for people who are on a lookout for any of the matrimonial alliances, I would say that week is creating a positive energy, not to worry about anything. And specifically guys, during this week, because Saturn would have finally left your second house and it would have transited to your third house. So if for long you have been working on some new ideas, new projects, so this new moon taking place in your second house might give you some insight or show you some hope or some sort of skeleton development in your business aspiration or projected business plans. So, and that is getting more applicable for all those people who are planning to venture out into something new. If you're already in a consistent flowing business, then you might not find that kind of insight coming in. But for all those people who are planning or working hard to venture out into something new, and during this week if you are going to initiate something, so that will prove to be very kind of harmonious for a lot many Sagittarius Lagna natives. So overall guys, week is turning out positive only, where a lot of running around connected with the family related matters can be foreseen for the Sagittarius Lagna natives. Now guys, for all the Capricorn Lagna natives, so guys, in your case, a lot many Capricorn Lagna natives might have some sort of issues with the father, or I would say that suddenly the whole focus is going in the family related matters, and because the ultimate nature of the planet Saturn is of carrying lot of grief, lot of accountability, pressure of responsibilities, so suddenly there might be a bone of contention, feeling of discontentment in the family related matters. Like a lot many Capricorn Lagna native might be in this mindset that I have done so much for the family, what I have got in return. So these sort of inner mental turmoil is something which a lot many Capricorn Lagna native might go through. But again guys, when we talk about for the enhancement of reputation, some important development at your work front, regarding that area I'm not seeing you guys vulnerable. Like rather I would say that there will be consistent flow of income, new opportunities will also materialize. So yes guys, this is how the overall week is turning out. It's just like that in the matters of the family accountability, responsibilities and terms with your father, that area of the life is coming into the scrutiny, but all other aspects of life for the students, for any of the matrimonial alliances, any of the incoming commercial business gains, regarding all that front, week is creating a very positive energy for all the Capricorn Lagna natives. Now guys, for all the Aquarius Lagna natives, so guys, in your case, one thing is for sure that all the struggle, all the hard work which you have been putting in from past so long, the result of that will start coming in. Like I would say that you will start seeing the very dim hope of that coming in, like positive developments. The only thing is that guys, like specifically for this week, I would say, because your 7th house lord is right now transiting in the 12th house. So and new moon is going to be taking place over there. Moon is going to be forming this yoga in your 12th house. So for any of the matrimonial related concerns, like this could be you are looking out for a partner, or you're already going through problems within the matrimonial life, or you're going through some issues with your partner, with your business partner. So over there guys, you have to remain very, very cautious, because guys, whenever this kind of transit happens, so close to those days, energy tend to remain very sensitive. And if it is getting applicable in your case as well, you're already going through ongoing issues with your partner, this could be in the business, this could be within the marriage as well. So I would say give heightened attention to this specific area of your life. Apart from that guys, for like luck is definitely supporting you, like the way I'm looking at over here, your 9th house lord's dignity. So I would say that because of the support of the luck, incoming gain will keep on happening. Like rather I would say that because Mercury is going to be coming out of its retrograde motion right over there in your 11th house as well. So because of which, if there has been some important deals which have been struck for a long time, so suddenly free flow in those deals, or because of the support of your friends. So overall guys, week is creating a positive energy for people who are in service, in job, or anything to do with the important favors. And if you have to give any presentation, any performance, regarding all that front, week is not making you vulnerable. It's just like that 7th house lord being transiting in your 12th house, and moon getting a part of that during this week is creating vulnerability. So this is how guys the overall week's energy is turning out for the Aquarius Lagna natives. And lastly guys, for all the Pisces Lagna natives, so guys, in your case, week is turning out very interesting, because not only your ascendant lord is in a strengthened state in your 1st house, but moon will start its journey from the 8th house being conjunct with Ketu, and will end the week forming a new moon yoga in your 11th house. So a lot many Pisces Lagna will start the week in a very spiritual, in a very philosophical note, and they will end the week with this mindset that what I have ultimately accomplished in life, what are my ultimate inner calling in the life. Because guys, the transit of Saturn in the 12th house is always a transit which gives us awareness regarding our mortality, our ultimate duties and responsibilities which we owe to the universe, to the world. So this is how, and this is the kind of energy which this week is creating for the Pisces Lagna natives. But guys, the good part over here is that because Moon is going to be covering your 10th house as well in the transit during this week, and Mercury is coming out of its retrograde in your 10th house. So I'm very much sure that if any of the business task or project have been struck from past couple of weeks, or you have been subjected to misunderstanding with your bosses and all of that, so things will start coming back to its normal affair. And I would say that any of the work related travel will prove to be profitable. Luck is definitely supporting you in all areas of life, and a very good week for the students as well. Even if you have to write any competitive exam by the mid of the week, specifically energy seems to be a lot in your favor. So whether it's about writing a competitive exam, any of the performances, it will turn out to be in your favor. The only thing is that guys, your second house lord is right now transiting in the third house. So whenever you are in a sensitive situation where you have to express yourself, you have to express yourself in a very sensitive, disputed, conflicted situation. So remain very cautious and careful. Any of the slip of tongue might land you or make you an epicenter of any controversy. So this is something guys which I wanted to say as a part of my inputs for the weekly transit results for all the Lagnas. For further more updates and notifications on the divine science of Vedic astrology, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and like my Facebook page. Dhanyavad.